Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Love in Black and White, where each week we try and do what, Manulus?
Put the love back in your right.
As always, I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth, and as always, we have the Coco co-host, the Black Don Juan, the Big Daddy Kane, and not able, I don't know, fucking Manulus Rojas Martin Jr.
Wow. Thank you, Jason J. Hollingsworth, for all that emphasis on my name. Doing it while sick. I don't know how. I mean, okay, wait. Can we see the sweater, the Christmas sweater, real quick?
Pimp sweater. Oh,
The pimp sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a big package
I have a big package for you.
for you. Oh.
It's the green screen's fucking it up a little bit. And I'm doing this with a throat lozenge in. You know, I gotta glaze that lozenge or that throat. Fuck, I can't even think straight. Let's give a shout out to everybody in here. Robert, Victoria, Michael Joseph. Yeah, I'm if you can hear I'm all plugged up in the my nose is actually clear, but it's all up in here.
There you
this
go.
Area.
I feel you. A little bit of the cocaine.
Yeah. I excuse me, I was in Dallas and I was working with Jessica Curson and Sarah Hyland, and Jessica was saying that she was feeling a little ill, but it was not COVID. She said she had tested and it wasn't COVID. And I don't know if I got that or something else, but Monday night, went out and did a show, and then that night I was getting chills, and then I was going from like the chills to then hot as fuck, but I also turned my heat on, which I never do, and my heat is either like off or it's like 1,000 degrees. So I was like, I woke up in the middle of the night just sweating my ass off, and then so I took a COVID test Monday, rapid one, and negative. So, and I've been feeling I'm getting better. It's just I have shows all week at Brad Garrett's, so I like wanted to make sure I didn't have COVID or anything. So I just have been literally going up, doing the show, and then leaving, just so I don't, whatever I may have, I'm not giving anybody.
But more importantly, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, somebody texted me, was like, "Oh yeah, I hope you're okay with syphilis," and I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I guess that's what you said, Manny.
I just want to say, first and foremost, Jay, you know what? Let me PC Manny a little bit. We just want to say it's never fun or funny to go ahead and throw lies out into the ethos of the internet, because Jay has never ever tested for syphilis, and he didn't. It
doesn't mean I don't have it. I just have never tested for it. Happy holidays, Roberto.
That's right. Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that good stuff.
Yes, and we're gonna. What?
Eid's another one. I think that's the Muslim tradition that happens around this time of year. I think.
Did you say Happy Hanukkah?
I did.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Yep.
You're frozen right now. Oh, there you're back. You're back.
Oh.
Okay. Our teaser last time was what is your favorite romance or rom-com movie?
Yes.
Nice.
Favorite rom-com. Okay, so my favorite romance movie. This is so stupid, and I know you're gonna judge me for it. I don't give a shit. The Notebook, great movie. I think it's dope. Yep. Fuck you. But you know what? I would rather, Five Heartbeats is a good love story. This is an even better love story. There you go. Hello, Daphne.
Also, Five Heartbeats, also like The Notebook, has a cheating whore. The chick that slept with Ducky's brother.
I've been with her. I've been with you. Man, that shit is crazy. God.
Every goddamn movie that chicks love, a guy's getting fucking cheated on. Everyone.
It's the worst. It is the worst.
Shout out to BS Jeffrey and Alice Mariah.
So, okay. Alice Mariah thinks The Time Traveler's Wife. I need to check that out. I feel like I've seen it. Better than The Notebook and same girl. Okay. My other one for rom-com is 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler. I don't know why I love that one. What about you? What are your two?
God, what's my favorite romance? Oh, my favorite love story? Rocky.
Ooh, damn, that's a good one.
I'm saying that's it's the best love story, because she leaves Rocky the fuck alone, and then at the very end she's like, "I'm right here, Rocky. I'm here for you." Just lets him train. It was written by a dude. My favorite rom-com. Dude, as far as like for real, like my favorite romance movie, I don't even fucking know, because I usually do. You've sat with me through movies where I mean, Kane knows this a lot, Sean too, but I'm like, especially if it's like got action in it or whatever, and they always throw in a love story, and I'm like, can we just can we just have
move
a
it
fucking
along?
do we
Matrix?
is it
No, it's
nah.
not really.
I know my favorite rom-com. That's easy. Favorite rom-com is definitely Fever Pitch.
Oh, okay, yep.
Jimmy
It wasn't
Fallon.
okay. So the story behind that, didn't they actually end up winning? And it wasn't supposed to be like
Yeah,
it was actually
so
supposed to be a losing story. So please fill me in.
that's one of the reasons why I love it. So it was at the time the Red Sox hadn't won the World Series in I think it was 86 years, and the Farley brothers or Farley brothers had they're huge Red Sox fans. They're from New England, and they wrote this movie where again they were going to lose, but the Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon found love or whatever. Well, as they're filming it, the Red Sox keep moving on, and so now the Red Sox are in the World Series, and they literally have a meeting like, what do we do? And they were like, fuck it, let's try and get tickets to the game. They flew them out. They were able to get onto the field and rush the field when they won and everything. And so that was an additional reason why I love Fever Pitch. And I also just love it because it's just fucking funny. There's so many of those guys that I know in Boston. Yeah.
Nice.
But this is going to be kind of a shorter one, guys, because I am a little under the weather. I'm also doing this. Oh, yeah, I mentioned I have a lozenge in. But we're going to do like Christmas shit, all Christmas stuff. So along with the movies, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? I mean, Die Hard really feels like it should be the Christmas movie. It's, full of action, comedy, it's like fucking Hans Gruber. How could you not love that? But if I'm going to have to go with my favorite all-time Christmas movie, it's a toss-up between, let's see, either Hook or Home Alone.
Hook or Home Alone? Is
Yeah,
Hook
probably
Home?
Home.
Yeah, Hook is a Christmas.
Yeah,
Home Alone. I might put Christmas Vacation up there.
Okay.
I like Elf. I actually like Elf. Elf's pretty
fucking
funny.
Yeah. And if anybody hasn't seen the sequel to Elf, it is fucking priceless. It's called Leprechaun. Fucking priceless.
Right.
Check out the trailer.
Let me see. I feel like there's something.
Wasn't yours called The Leprechaun? Wait, what was it called?
Leprechaun, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That little short.
Well, thank you, Daphne. Well, we didn't even plan on the red, but
it works. I'll give you if you're late.
I have a package for you, a big package for you.
Excuse me. All right.
Just all of a sudden.
Yeah, just fucking die. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's a Christmas movie I'm missing that's like, oh, you know what? I just watched it the other day. It's a fucking newer Christmas movie, and it is funny as fuck, and also has the little feel goods in it. It's got Seth Rogen in it.
And Anthony Mackie and no, not that one.
Is it called Last Christmas or?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. It's the one where he gets like high as fuck and like, is that one?
Let me see. Hold on. Seth Rogen, right?
Yep.
Christmas. The Night Before, it's called. The Night Before is
great. That was great. And Anthony Mackie is like I think he's an NFL like superstar, but he's like taking steroids and shit. And
Seth Rogen's wife, like she's pregnant, so she's like, hey, they always spend Christmas together, all their buddies, and so his wife's pregnant. She says to Seth Rogen, she's like, you've been so great through this whole pregnancy. Here, this is your Christmas, and gives him like a box of every drug in the world.
Yeah, he's like, there's cocaine in here.
Yeah, he's doing cocaine, LSD, and he's fucking. There's a scene where he's in the bar freaking out, and he's like just talking hella fast. It's oh god, dude, it's so funny. And then he's high and meets back up with his wife as they're going into church, and he's Jewish, and he looks up at Jesus. he goes, what's that fucking thing? And they're like, Jesus. He goes, they think we killed him. It's so funny, dude. I can't recommend that. I would put that up there. That movie fucking kills me. The Night Before.
Great movie. Yeah.
Nice. What are people in here are saying? Elf. I see Christmas Vacation, Jingle All the Way. Is that the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, I think that's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, right?
Is it? Okay, interesting. And then Love Stories, Time Traveler's Wife. Haven't seen that. Especially the guy who plays the drug dealer. Oh God, Daphne, yeah. So there's a Sean hasn't seen it. I told Sean that we got to watch it on Christmas. Sean or the drug dealer, he's talking to one of the dudes who's already fucking paranoid and freaked out. And he looks at him. He goes like this. He goes, "It's all about this." And he puts it like right in the guy's face. The guy's like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, it's this right here. This is the meaning." He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Oh fuck, Sandy. Oh, Sandy J's in here. Also, Sandy, I just got your card today. Your Christmas card. Thank you, because I haven't been checking the mail for the last few days because I've been trying to fight this cold. It's not COVID, everybody. But I got your card. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
And this is all a Christmas one. It's probably, like I said, this will only probably be like a 30-minute one. And if I keep saying that, then that'll take up most of the time. Wrinkles, get off this fucking thing. Jesus, Wrinkles almost took down this whole thing. So what are okay, we did best Christmas movies. Does your family have some Christmas traditions, Manulus?
I mean, I think every Black family like has their holiday traditions of like the family fight, and then you know what I mean, and then we eat, and then we all make up, you know, like people fight over shit that happened like 20 years ago. Like that's a true Black holiday. You know what I mean? It's like you're fighting over shit that happened in like the 70s. You know what I mean? It's like, no, motherfucker, you remember when? You know. So I love hearing that. I love being around my uncles and aunts. Unfortunately, this year we're just going to be up here and away from everybody. So I don't know. I think that for me, it's just
what the Alice Mariah said. If anyone in this chat has Cash App, I'll send you $15 for Christmas. That's very nice of you, Alice.
Look at Alice, just making it like blessing people. Thank you, Alice Mariah.
She's actually hacked. As soon as you hit her up, she'll be like, "Okay, you need to send me 30, and then I'm going to send you 40 back."
Would it be funny if Alice was like a Nigerian prince on the other side?
How would she sound?
She would be like, "Yes, I am a Nigerian space program person, and they cannot bring me back down from space. We need money to finish the mission. Please send to my Cash App."
That's very nice, Alice. So if you want $15 from Alice, toss it in your Cash App, everyone.
There you go. Miles' first Christmas, yeah. That is it. So we really only bought him stuff this year because, you know, we got a house and we're like, motherfuckers is broke. So yeah. So we just got him a bunch of like educational toys. So BS Trevor, can I borrow some?
You can borrow mine, BS. It'll just cost you $15.
What would you say is one of your favorite traditions that you guys have?
In my family, it was this dish called goldenrod.
Oh, okay.
Don't you fucking disrespect it, Manny.
It just seems like
joke. Don't you do a gay joke?
I was just gonna say that would be the Christmas thing for the Hollingsworths because they like to bless all the women with the goldenrod. So
hey,
there you go.
No, so goldenrod is and it's funny too because Angel, this girl I've been dating, she's the only person that I've ever met that has ever even heard of it before. She's from New Orleans, her family is, but so goldenrod is you take hard-boiled eggs, and by the way, we loved it, like me, my dad, my uncle, my cousin, my grandfather, we all loved it, and my grandmother always jokingly called it hospital food. You take hard-boiled eggs, you separate the whites from the hard-boiled yolks, and then you
separate the whites. Jesus Christ.
I like my food like I like my world.
Segregation.
No. So you take the yolks and you mash them up real fine. You take the whites and you chop them up and put them in, and then you make a white sauce with it and put the white chunks in there. And then you take bread, you toast it, butter it, you put the white sauce all over it. Yes. Eggs a la goldenrod.
Might not be able to see it because of the green screen.
Yeah, that looks like fucking vomit.
Yeah, it looks tasty though.
But yeah, it's so good. But you take the bread, you toast it, you butter it, and then you pour the white sauce on it. Sprinkle some of the egg yolk, salt, and pepper. It's all warm and fuck, dude, it's so good. So that was always a tradition. And then let me see. I might be able to do a little bit better picture, but and then like so what we would always do every Christmas when my grandparents were still alive is they would everybody would go to my grandparents. So my dad, me, my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, other cousins would come over there. Eggs a la goldenrod. I think it's because they have this fucking green shit on it. I don't know what that is.
Like parsley or something.
Yeah, fuck all that. Here we go. This is a good picture. Let me see. There
Oh,
we
okay,
go.
yeah, that's a good one. You can see that.
Yeah, buddy. Oh God, it's so good. But so we would get there. Grandma and Grandpa would be in the kitchen cooking. And oh yeah. By the way, Alice said, "I have no children, not much family, and literally had a great last 2 years financially." Ah, that's nice, Alice.
Oh, would
Alice,
that be
you were in.
crazy if Alice hit the lotto or something?
Yeah. Then we're like $15. That's it. There's only like
You
it's only
cheat.
like 5 people in here. No, Alice. Alice, you were in Dallas, right? You didn't come to the show this last weekend, did you?
She wasn't fucking around with that Omicron.
Yeah, I think the tickets were $15.
Oh.
But so we would always get there, and they would be cooking and stuff, and then we would wait, and we'd get to open one gift before we had goldenrod, before we
Nice.
ate. And then we would eat, and then we'd fucking go crazy. When my uncle's dog Harry was still alive, he had a dog named Harry.
I love when people give dogs regular ass names.
Yeah,
Like
he was
that's Alex over there.
Yeah. Excuse me. And Harry would always go crazy with the wrapping paper. We'd throw it in a box, and he would just fucking go nuts. But
Nice.
I remember one time it's Christmas morning. We're eating Christmas food or goldenrod, and my grandfather or my uncle and dad are sitting next to each other. My uncle, he was still working, so he's in full police uniform.
Right.
And my dad, being a smartass, he's pointing over at my uncle's plate, and he's like, "See, Mom, you gave him more. I always knew you loved him more." So my uncle starts taking his fork at my dad, poking at his hand, going, excuse you, watch out, fool." And then my dad then grabs the knife and goes, "What'd you say, sucker?" And then my uncle grabs his gun and goes, "Oh, you're gonna bring a knife to a gunfight?" And I'm like, this is our Christmas morning. Nice.
Dude, yeah. That's the best part of like mine is like my Uncle Mike just starts saying the most random shit. But he's always worked in like the restaurant, so we always gotta wait for him to get off work and then like show up. But Uncle Mike asks like crazy questions like, all right, for $2.35, would you kiss somebody's bunion toenail feet? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just random like dollar amounts too, just all over. And so I was like,
you know what I heard? This isn't Christmas. And everybody, you might want to earmuff this. This is a what would you do question.
Okay.
This is probably one of the most fucked up ones I've ever heard. Okay. Your mom's in front of her and you're inside of her. Your dad is behind you and he's inside of you. Do you go forward or backwards to get out of the situation?
Oh fuck. I'm just gonna die. I'm not doing anything. Jesus Christ. We're gonna ruin the episode.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. God
Merry
bless
Christmas,
us, everyone.
Oh man.
So answer the question, Manny.
Yeah, my dad's dead, so I'm going backwards.
Jesus. Take that dead dick.
Exactly. It'll be limp.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
Uncle Charlie talking about ooh-wee.
Is there a Christmas tradition in general, not necessarily that your family does, or it can be that your family does, that you hate?
Pictures.
Really?
Yeah, man. I think I'm just kind of cursed from like pictures, like especially after comedy shows. I don't mind taking them, but you know how it is when people don't have their shit ready and you just standing there like, and it's like they're like, wait, I didn't turn the flash on, and you're like, okay, here we go again. And they're like, wait, that wasn't a good one. Let's take another one. I'm like, all right. And then you always have to worry about like when you got the homies that are coming up and they're like, yo, man, can we get a pic with you? And then you're the only motherfucker smiling and they all look like you asked to take the picture and shit.
Yeah. So. Yeah. What's funny is Monday I went to it's called in the Enchantment, I think it's called, but Las Vegas ballpark, they turn it in, they put an ice rink in there and they take all these lights. They have a Christmas lights maze. They have snow pumping in there and shit like that. And there was a couple asked me to take a picture on their iPhone. And then I was like, this looks like shit. So then I took one on my S21 Ultra Samsung. And the guy, I showed it to him and he was like, bro, can you send me that? So I was like, yeah, no, you got that iPhone shit. But let me see, a tradition I hate with Christmas. I mean, I like certain Christmas songs, so it's not that. You know what? This is what I hate, that when it starts in like when people start getting Christmas in like June. They're like, oh, we're 6 months away. I'm like, oh God.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't know if I told you. I think I told Sean about this yesterday, but so here's something. Like, we might be on COVID watch right now in my house because we went to take pictures the other day at this place called Bye Bye Baby, right? Like, Crystal was like, okay, I'm gonna spend like 80
I
bucks.
watched part of the episode.
Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, she had done her research, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna wipe down everything. We have social distancing, we have masks, all that. So you guys are safe. Come through, take pictures, right?" So we get there. We got Miles in his cart, with the like a kind of like a blanket over the top, so he's not breathing in any air if anybody's like being careless, right? So we see the first lady. She's got her mask like under her nose, and I'm like, "Fuck, this already is making me feel uncomfortable." And so I'm like, "Okay, but maybe she's not the person taking the pictures." We get into the place and they're like, okay, you guys are up. And the room isn't that big at all. It's like an apartment size room. You're like, fuck. Like, I'm right up on this lady and she's like sniffling and she has a clear mask that isn't connected to her face. And then she coughs once and I'm just like, this bitch has COVID. You know what I mean? In my head. And I look at Crystal and I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable like taking these pictures, And the lady's like comes back in and she was like, "Oh, sorry, my throat was just dry and scratchy." And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Honestly, I got a 3-month-old. He doesn't have much of an immune system, so I really don't want to do this." She's like, "Oh, well, I won't be like bringing, the baby out or anything." I was like, "I'm not trying to like disrespect anybody in here." But she was like, and she said something along the lines of like, "Oh, no, I don't touch the baby. I'll be far away." And we just didn't want to make her feel bad. And it's like, dude, the things we do because we don't want to make somebody feel bad, I should have just left because the first inkling of a cough, I should have been like, no, this isn't safe, and just bolted out of there. And me and Crystal were looking at each other like, I don't fucking want to do this. And then, some of the pictures were smiling like this.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? And
have you got them all back? Are there any good ones?
There was a few good ones, but other than that, it was just like, oh, God, I might have killed my kid because of this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those parenting things you learn to like speak up. But I was just like, fuck making somebody feel bad. Just, speak up and do what you need to do. But I think that's what we do too much in this society. We worry about too many people's feelings and then we put our feelings to the back. And I think that also gets people in trouble sometimes, right? It's like there's been cases of people getting kidnapped because they don't want to be rude.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Thanks,
Sandy also said, I miss my aunt's made from scratch eggnog with happy dark juice on Christmas Day. Robert says he hates gossip at dinner. I believe he says he hates it. Another thing that I won't say I hate it, but it's kind of like a necessary evil of Christmas is the stress of, am I getting a good present for this person?
Right.
Like, oh, fuck. Like,
that's why I just do gift cards and shit. But, I'll say this. So for anybody who knows me and Jay's friendship, we never get each other anything on Christmas. It's like, you don't get me, I don't get you. We're adults. No. We buy our own shit, right? We're good. Yeah. But we used to have this guy we worked with.
You didn't get me anything?
Oh, God. But we had this guy who was always like, well, I got you something. So like, what'd you get me? And it was just like, I don't fucking want to get you anything. It's like, I already got to worry about all my family and everything else, and, like, Boone would always say the same thing. He's like, yo, you don't get me shit, I don't get you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're all grown-ups,
Yeah.
But the worst thing is this guy, literally, I was going out of town and I had a $25 or like maybe $40 gift card for Aaron, right? And I told him, I was like, I told the guy, I was like, yo, man, can you give Aaron this gift card? And he was like, yeah, I'll give it to him. And I asked Aaron when I got back, I was like, did you ever get the gift card? He was like, no, I didn't ever get a gift card. So he just pocketed it. That's the kind of like, ugh.
You never called him on it?
I should have, but
too nice.
But the thing is, whenever you call him on it, he just always is silent and then never said anything. You know what I mean? Like,
are you calling me a liar?
No, yeah, but here's the thing: Jubal called him out on it, and he just pretended like Jubal didn't say it, and then he just went on to the next part, and then Jubal was like, "Hey, you didn't address what I just asked you," and then he was just quiet again, and then tried to move on. And he was like, dude, you didn't answer the fucking question. It's just so fucking weird.
Sandy says you can't ask someone what they got you because you got them something. He's tacky. Oh, yeah.
Beyond tacky.
That's so weird. And Alice says that's so weird and annoying for someone to state that they got you something and ask for something in return. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. That's what this person would do. Yeah.
Always. But I think it's because he didn't have any real friends to like just buy him, or it's a weird complex.
So along the lines of, excuse me, of me saying that, I hate when you're stressing about, oh, did you get somebody something, that they'll like or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, oh yeah, Daphne doesn't like the cleanup after eating Christmas dinner. Everyone gets messy, yeah, or gets missing. What uh, what do you do if your significant other, and
Mhm.
this can be at any point that you've been dating, gets you something, we'll say for Christmas or your birthday, that it's just like you will never use it?
Mm.
I mean, I'm always
Yeah, yeah.
about like the thought that counts. Like I always tell people you don't have to give me anything.
For sure, yeah.
We've all probably got everything that we need.
It was so tough. Like, I mean, there's times when people get you stuff that you don't need. Like my mom got me some Timberlands, but I don't wear Timberlands, and they were like
She
super
got you two
expensive.
producers.
It's so stupid. Fucking ugh. But she got me Timberlands, and I just was like, I always had this hard thing of my mom spending like crazy amounts of money on me. I know she was doing all right, but it was like it's just you paying a house note, supporting my sister, and I'm like an adult now. I was like, you could take those back. You don't have to. She's like, no, I got them for you. And I was just like, so I mean, Crystal's gotten me stuff in the past that I'm not a huge clothes person. I need to be, like my fucking wardrobes from like the 90s and shit. But I bought stuff for Crystal that she didn't like. And then she's told me, she was like, yeah, that's not really my style. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Here's a receipt. But yeah, man, if it was something really from the heart, I would just be like, I love this. I love the thought, but this isn't me, you know.
Yeah, you would actually tell them.
No, I would just keep it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, Sandy said some people just like the gift give because it makes them feel good to do something for others. 100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I always, it's always hard for me to like getting gifts is always like, I'm always like, oh thank you, I don't know what to say,
Right.
so I mean, even if it's something that I will never use or I hate, I'll be very appreciative because like it literally is the thought that counts to me. So I'm like,
Yeah.
if you took the time and you thought this great, I appreciate that. That's very nice. You didn't need to
Right.
do that. What's up, April? I don't need,
April.
at least wore it, at least wear it once. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I respect that. It's yeah, seriously, I would never like I'm not, yeah, I'm a for sure Converse guy. I can't wear fucking Timbs. You know what I mean? I'm not New York. I'm not New York gangster. You know what I did one year that made me feel good? And I don't want to, I shouldn't even tell. Never
No,
mind.
say it.
Well, so like when we were working at the parlor, but we also had day jobs, we were making pretty good money, right? So it's like not only were you getting these bonus kind of $375 to $500 checks on the weekend, but you were also just getting your paycheck. So I knew I see Manny and penny loafers. But I remember that we had some friends who were like hurting financially, and I'm kind of like their kids, like kind of god uncle kind of thing. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just write these I pulled out like $250 money orders for each family, and me and Crystal wrote like this note, and then we just said it was from Santa Claus, right? And we sent it to them, and I mean, they of course knew that it was us because of the handwriting. They called us
Yeah.
right away because I forgot that me and Crystal's handwriting is almost identical.
Right.
So I wrote the thing thinking that they would never guess who it was, and then they called me. But that's the thing. I've always felt like if I won the lotto, and we've talked about this before, we would probably just bless, like a bunch of people and probably do some charity type shit.
Oh
So,
yeah, for sure. And do you remember, what do you remember growing up? Your greatest gift, or what was the one that stuck out to you?
it probably wasn't even, well, my mom got me the Ghostbuster
Hold on one
Firehouse.
sec.
Oh yeah, yeah, go for it.
He's knocked my earplugs out. Hold on.
Wow, what
Okay,
a
go ahead.
fucking professional. What a goddamn professional. Yeah, so my mom I guess looked all over. I was a huge Ghostbuster fan, and she got me the Ghostbuster Firehouse. And I guess the shit was sold out everywhere. She found the last one, and I kept that thing forever. And I wish I had it because it would be worth a fucking grip of money right now. But I had that, the Ghostbuster Proton Pack. I would say my favorite Christmas memory though is how my dad kind of kept, Santa, exciting in my life. We always used to go to church. We used to go to midnight mass, right? And I remember we all got in the car, and then my dad was like, oh crap, I forgot something, right? Runs back in the house, probably is in there for like 5 minutes. We get back, and then all of like the presents are like laid out from like the tree to the door, and we were just like, oh, Santa came when we were at church, you know what I mean? And so it was like just keeping that like Christmas spirit alive, you know.
There's just semen everywhere. Santa came
everywhere. It's jolly. It's in candy cane colors.
Did you see? Speaking of which, dude, I'll tell you mine here in a sec. Did you see the daily video I did about? Probably not, because I know you're so busy with Miles and everything. But in Norway, they did a thing where basically Santa's gay.
No,
dude, I'll send you the clip.
Okay.
Michael said, "Fuck that Santa shit. My son ain't gonna believe in no white man.
Exactly,
bringing him nothing. I work 2 days. I'm hard."
So that, okay,
what about Santa Blair? What about Santa Blair? Black Santa.
So that's what I was. I actually wrote in here. I was like, "Is Santa problematic?" And I think that to a certain extent, I always used to think my parents got me shit presents, and there was this fantastical, jolly old white man that would hook it up with all the best shit, like Nintendo and fucking, toys. I mean, it's cool to believe, but at the same time, is it like, are you setting up kind of a like psychologically that the white man comes through for you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's kind of hard in I guess in a black parent's house. It's an interesting concept.
Well, dude, I posted a video about this guy Santa Blair. I think it's Santa Blair.
Yeah.
Is his username? What up, Zoe? VOH here. What's VOH?
Voice of holidays.
Voice out of here. I don't know. That's how my dad. Alice said that's how my dad to Michael. He'd just tell us to go in our rooms at midnight and on Christmas Eve, and then we came out a bunch of presents in the living room. No tree ever.
Gangster, I love it.
So a couple things. Norway had a commercial where this. I'm going to send you the video.
Okay.
But this guy, Santa comes to this guy's place, and he walks down at night and he sees Santa, and they lock eyes, and then Santa disappears, and then it shows him every year like getting dressed up, waiting for Santa, and then one year he misses him and he's crying because he missed Santa. Grown man, like middle-aged man.
Okay.
And then the final scene is somebody knocks on this guy's door, and he goes to the door, and it's like these elves or something. They're like, Santa wanted us to give you this. So he walks back in his living room, and Santa's there, and he's like, I had the elves take care of some work so I could be with you. And then they get close, and then they fucking kiss. And I'm like, so wait, what happened to Mrs. Claus? Is Santa on the down low just fucking dudes coming in people's chimneys? I'm like, I don't need to see Santa sexually. That's
exactly like, yeah. Can you imagine Mrs. Claus? So this is what you do on fucking Christmas? You just fucking around on me and shit.
Yeah. And then there's I also did a video. There's a guy on TikTok and Instagram, Santa Blair, I believe is his name. Black dude, very, very good looking, distinguished looking gentleman. And he did that thing where he takes like a light. He's like dressed in just, I think it's like a UPS coat, and then he puts it over his head. Boom. He's decked out, has like fucking 8 different Santa outfits. Nice. I was like, this is fucking Santa. I was like, fuck this sexualized Santa, dude. Or do you remember a few years back, there was like a white dude that like, he was just all dressed up, and it was like sexy Santa, they were calling him. Yeah, and I was like, I don't want. Why Santa got to be sexy, man? That's
what I'm saying. What's interesting though is, there was. Do you remember? Who Megyn Kelly is?
Yeah.
So, God, I'll never forget. I just was like flipping around the channels, and I don't know how I stumbled upon this, but she was sitting there and talking about how we need to not make things racially based. But then she has the nerve to say kids, because we all know that Santa is white and Jesus is white, and it was like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, Jesus wasn't white or black. He's Jewish. What the fuck? So
it was definitely brown skin, not white skin. Fuck.
Crazy, man. But it's just like, I do think that Santa can be problematic. I don't even know racially. I'm just thinking, like, especially as a parent, if you work hard all fucking year and then all of a sudden, this holiday we are, we want to make sure we take care of the congregation, because first off, COVID has put a halt to some of our services, but we just want to make sure that we are blessing the community. And so what we have started is a virtual collection plate that we will be sending around the nation. And, Brother Fred would love to speak on how we are going to use this money to better our 2022.
Rudolph?
Praise him. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Fred, for giving us everything. Another thing we will be doing is we will be stopping by various places to just show the spirit, because there are certain clubs where dancers just are left alone, and we just want to make sure that we are blessing their pockets as well. So if you see us in there, do not be alarmed. We are doing, the Lord's work. So, God forgive me, but Jesus spent time with everybody. And so, anyways, back to you, Brother Jay.
I was gonna tell you my favorite, or one that I remember. The first Nintendo.
Oh,
I remember my grandparents got it for me, and I remember
NES.
Yeah, and I remember they got me 10-Yard Fight and Kung Fu.
Ooh,
And
great game.
I remember setting it up on the little kitchen table with this tiny ass TV that was about the size of this laptop, and then just fucking playing Kung Fu in his little leg.
Dude,
Yeah, that
so
was
good.
fucking. I was going crazy, and then I remember Matt would come over and play, and yeah. That
Man,
was
it was such a game changer. First off, I'd like to say, God, that was just an act. I'm sorry, please don't strike me down. That was horrible what I said. If Jesus, checked me at the gate, I get it. Let's see. Is it too late for me to share my Cash App, Alice? LOL, yeah. LOL. Happy holidays, everyone.
What up, man?
I would definitely say the Nintendo, NES, but for me, Super Nintendo was actually like, you know what? Actually, the year we were broke and my mom came through and got me a Nintendo 64. That was the dopest thing ever. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, Dad must pay child support this month because we fucking got an N64. What the fuck? This is great. And so that was my big one when N64 hit, because there were so many good games on it. So,
now, are you you were talking about Santa. So are you gonna have like pictures with Miles with Santa, or a black Santa, or are you gonna find a black Santa?
No, you ain't gonna find no black Santa.
Dude,
like,
Santa Blair, go on Instagram.
All right, we'll try to find Santa Blair wherever he is. It's just, I think Crystal will want to do the whole Santa thing. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, because I thought my parents weren't shit because Santa would always come through. You know what I mean? And it's like, what age do you tell them the whole Santa thing? And so,
yeah. When did you? Well, actually, we shouldn't even do that one.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah.
So, I know, and we're getting we're already over 30, and I was
yeah.
We
so,
were a stupid close one. We should not. We'll not end it on a teaser, but because this will be the last episode before Christmas, we should do we should do a Christmas thing. I don't know. Something Christmas. Anyone can send it anytime. It can be a month on a random comment. Oh shit, Alice talking about her $15 she'll grace you for on Cash App. Excuse me.
Christmas. All right, let's think, Jay. Christmas. Okay, let me ask you this. If you could have a Christmas toy run or a Christmas adult run anywhere, but it couldn't be Amazon, it had to be an actual store.
Ooh.
Where is Jay Hollingsworth of 2021 going on his Christmas spree?
It might be Best Buy.
I know. That's
my first thought. I was like,
that's my first thought. Like, if you gave me a run through Best Buy, I'm grabbing flat screen TVs. What up, Quinton Jones?
Maybe Costco.
Costco. That would be, because Costco has a lot of variety. You got food too.
Walmart.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with Walmart. It's like gross as and trashy as Walmart is. They got toys. They got so many different things that you can go get. Everybody follow Quentin. Make sure that you follow his comedy. What's Q? Drop your handle so that people can follow you, because he's doing big things with comedy right now.
What about you?
Yeah, fuck. I would say Best Buy. I'm gonna try to go get every video game system in a TV. There's not too much else, and so Daphne's right. It probably Walmart, because I'm gonna get some Shaquille O'Neal shoes and shit. So,
or it could be also an Apple store, and I'll just get hundreds of everything
and then sell it.
Yeah, fucking flip it.
Yeah, being a homeowner, Home Depot. I fuck with Home Depot now. That's really my thing. It's like I'm always repairing something or painting something. So especially if it's a do it, yourself at home project. Like, I got a backyard that I want to do like a wood deck, and then maybe I get wood floor stuff. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot. That's gonna be my go-to.
All right, here it's great. Fred Meyer, fucking that's for the Northwest people. Fucking Fred G. Meyer. This is how we'll end it. All right, Manny. It's not Thanksgiving, but we can still give thanks on Christmas. So just as the year is gone, what are you I'm assuming Miles is gonna be number one.
Yeah.
What are the things you're thankful for over this last year with Christmas coming up?
Things I'm thankful for. I would definitely say Miles, Crystal, my mom, my sister, my stepdad, my
Don't cry,
in-laws.
dude. It's cool.
But also like for most people who know me, I got a real small circle of like friends, you know what I mean? And this is gonna sound, a little bit emotional, but I love my bestie. I love Jay. It's like we could talk once a week, or we could go without talking for a few months, and then we pick it up like it's just yesterday. So I mean, I love you. I love your friendship. Yeah. Only I know that, man.
You too, brother.
I love you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just grateful for life. I'm grateful for this house this year. And just being employed, man, and health, health as well. It's like so many people didn't make it through this year. Quite a few comics we know, from heart attacks to COVID. So I mean, you really gotta just wake up every morning and realize what a blessing it is to be alive. So that's really what I'm grateful for. So
pussy.
Thank you, brother Fred.
So stupid.
Look at Mike.
Yeah.
Mike is like, girl.
Sorry, I had to go for the easy dumb laugh. Yeah, obviously, you, the crew, the Hooligoons, this show that we started, it was about a year ago, wasn't it? Or was it a year and a half?
It was like year and a half. And then your special, right? Oh, Cookie McJingles.
Cookie McJingles. Everybody that's in here and that goes into the Hollingsworthless and watches Boo, and I'm grateful for the move out here. Was a smart move. Like I wasn't sure where I was going to go, and I moved here. It was a year and a few months ago, but there's so much work here, and which has been huge. I'm thankful.
I love you, Daphne.
Thank you, Daphne. Yeah, and I started when Manny and Silas broke up.
Best decision I ever made. No, I'm fucking around. Love you, Silas. Make sure you go check out Silas Lindenstein for all the shit he does.
Yeah, I'm thankful for. I'm very blessed in my life, and very, I'm not the fucking richest guy or whatever, but I'm rich in friendship and happiness, which I think, that's all you can ask for. And so I love you. I love everybody in the chat, and yeah, I think that's a good one to end on.
Oh man, yeah, I think that's it. And and make sure you tune in next week as we wrap up this year. We'll be dropping. Actually, I wanted to tell everybody. So we're gonna try to do something next week, and I think you should tune in for it on the Hollingsworthless. We're going to have the first ever Hollingsworthless Awards. So for just year-end stuff. Yeah, our best episodes, people who failed, and who will win the Worthless of the Year. I don't know, but yeah, send us any type of questions or who you think might get the Worthless of the Year. So
yes, and I'm getting my booster shot Monday, so nice. They say it's like 24 hours you feel like shit, so I'll be there, but it may be worse than how I'm feeling right now. I mean,
now that I know that, I have mine on Monday as well, so I might be fucked up too. So.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So I'll let you guys know how it goes.
And so until next time, thank you everybody for coming in. Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, happy belated Hanukkah, Eid. How do you pronounce it?
Eid. It's EID. So Eid.
Eid.
Yeah.
Or is it Eid? I don't fucking know. I'm make sure I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
But until next time, thank you everybody. Until next time, we will
be putting the love back in your right. It's love in black and white.